as a kid in the Dominican Republic, and now is not only his trainer but his sparring.
Fans, here we go. It's time for the bout you've all
I'm going to fight. I'm going to work.
Any questions? Go to work.
I'm going to press forward. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor now.
This is all about my kids, the life that I live. I was his, it was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls. My wife, my kids, the life that I live through the night. I was his, it was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls.
Vicious challenge, the shot to the body, and the plan is not to.
You want to fight? Okay. There you go. There you go, Michaela. There you go.
A bewildered look. Let's see if Anthony Joshua can champion. It is lights out.
For her first bout with Taylor at 135. This one, it's for 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, she holds a professional record of 47 victories, opposite just 2 defeats, and 1 Amanda Serrano. She weighed in at 137.4 pounds. She holds a near perfect Katie Taylor.
All times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Favor. I know she is also.
There are very few women, with the exception of Serrano, and the girl that fought earlier tonight.
Power punches.
170 thrown in 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Faster than the Kentucky Dog. And it's incredible what Taylor catches Serrano. My goodness. So much left.
Which I think both girls.
Oh, man.
Legendary action. And yes.
Never took a point away. I told y'all. I told y'all.
I don't think that's fair.
Wow.
I think they both headbutt each other.
We've got.
Second one was for the headbutt.
No, both for headbutts back to the point.
But one pointed up.
Yeah, he took a point. But both were for headbutts. That's like
Hey, let's
they both just fighting.
Well, we're expert Sean Wheelock. Sean, what do you make of what's transpired in that last round?
No, she's just going toe-to-toe with
I mean, it's Rock'em, Sock'em, the robot.
Cards for the official decision. All 3 and still the undisputed super
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy Eddie on stage with Coastal Boxing Club live here with my boy Chi Ming. What's going on, Chi Ming?
Eddie, what's going on, bro? How's it going tonight?
Not much. Got a lot to touch base on. You know, we got a lot big fights that happened last weekend. I wouldn't consider the main event to be big at all, though. I mean, it was big as in crowd. It's about 70,000 people there. You know, but what's going on, bro? How was your Sunday night going?
Oh man, everything's everything, NFL Sunday. Had the crazy little fight cards on Friday. It's pretty wild. But yeah, man, everything's beautiful on this side. What's up?
Man, I mean, look, I'm gonna just start off with the Barrios fight, man. What you thought about the Barrios fight? Was real. These boys had to dig deep. Both of these guys.
Wait a minute. Wait. Come on. Okay, so you talking about the Mario Barrios versus the Abel Ramos fight, right?
Yeah, Barrios versus Abel Ramos.
Oh man, hey man, it was a good fight. It was better than expected. I mean, I knew it would be a good fight if them boys actually started to get the warming up and get working. Because Ramos is liver, live by die by. Like I'm either gonna get you out or I'm gonna go out. Um, he willing to die on the shield. Barrios, I think, kind of took him light. He really did take him light. It and then like he basically was in like a whole phase of just being like in recovery mode because later in the rounds, man, Ramos was really getting his good shots off, and and Barrios had to fight back to get the draw, and it's kind of disappointing because I was hoping Mario Barrios would show that he's ready, like he wants to, he be constantly trying to prove that he ain't just another guy that got a belt at 147. He want to try to make it seem like he legit. But I don't know if this really helps his case much. I mean, he's still champ, so he's still in line to, possibly set up some big money fights. But if he was thinking about like unifying, maybe like I don't think he would beat Boots Ennis or anything like that. That might be something that might be something he can't pull off. Um, but I do think he took him light. But I still think it was a great fight, and it's crazy. Like you would have never thought that there would be a fight on this card that would be better than this one. That's how good this was.
Yeah. I mean, when we was watching it, it was like it was hard to beat. That card was kind of hard to beat. So it's like on that aspect, it was like, damn, both the guy went down. What's gonna top this and the rest of the card? I mean, we knew we was gonna get a nice fight with the man of Serrano, but boy, that was a nice card. One thing I liked about Ramos was me looking out on the outside. I was like, all right, you got these two. I believe there was both of these was Mexican. He was Mexican, right? As
Yeah.
well, Ramos. So you got these two Mexican on Mexican rivalry. I mean, these two guys wasn't gonna quit. And once I saw Barrios get hurt, I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, is this where Barrios, you know, loses his thoughts and everything, like under pressure, like is he gonna crack under pressure? Is he gonna fold? But no, he actually took it under. He took it on the chin and he dig deep and moved forward. And when it came to it in deep waters, I liked it. And like that's what I would consider champion mentality. Now we can say for a fact that Barrios, we know Barrios coming to fight. Barrios ain't just gonna end up gonna crack. You're gonna have to knock out Barrios in order to get that W. And same thing
Yeah,
with
man.
Ramos. I mean, Ramos looked like he wasn't really in shape, and he had a little gut, but he proved to everybody, like I'm in this fight. I'm in this fight. I'm gonna bring the fight to him. To me, it looked like he was trying to get Barrios on the back foot after a while.
Barrios, I don't know. He wasn't active enough through the whole fight. um, when he had his jab going, he could have won the fight easily if he would have just kept being active with the jab. But he started, just being a little bit more complacent. Um, he let Ramos into the fight. I feel like he had it. Like, if he would have just kept boxing the way he did in the first 4 rounds, he'd have been fine. After he got hit, the way he got dropped, that was a real crazy knockout. He caught a real crazy combination, and it was flush. He went down, and he never really looked like he was the same after that. And then after that, his responses to all the things that Ramos was hitting him with flush, he just wasn't responding good. But I do respect the fact that he did work his way back in the later rounds to get the draw. He was losing the fight, in my opinion, going into the 10th.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
way to bounce back in the championship round and get it to a draw. You still got your title. That means you're still in line to possibly be able to make some noise. You live to fight again another day, and you're champion. So shout out to Barrios, shout out to Ramos for putting on a great fight. Because like I said, this fight probably on other cards would probably stand out a whole lot more. I hate to say this, but this fight's gonna probably get swept under the rug, and a lot of people ain't even gonna remember that fight and it was a really, really good ass fight. But ain't nobody gonna remember that because of what happened in the co-main and the main.
Yeah. And it's sad to say, it's like what happened. What happened in that fight was really two warriors going to war and really showing their talent and putting their heart out, because Ramos could have folded at any point. He could have folded. All I can say, they both put on a good show, and for it to be the third fight before the main event, you know, and before we even get to the main event, like I mean, what else you expect? Come on, we have Tyson versus Jake Paul. I mean, the undercard has to be sizzling, because in reality, we all know what was really going to happen in the main event. So they was going to have to sizzle up the undercard as best they can, so it can be like eye appealing to the fans and to the casuals.
I mean, yeah, see, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't believe that fight in particular was meant for that. Honestly, that Barrios Ramos fight was a butt filler. That was a butt filler fight. Just gonna keep it real. Just like the fight before that was it's just something to be on while all the people are coming into the seats and getting ready to start watching the co-main and the main. It was the
I
it
don't
was
know.
intended
I don't know. I disagree with you, because
it was intended
I
for
don't
a fun
consider.
fight. It was
I don't
intended for it to be a fun fight with Ramos getting knocked out. That's what the intention was. It was intended to be like a
listen.
fun fight for about 6, 7 rounds with Barrios knocking
It
him
was
out.
good. It was good match. It was a good matchmaking for the fight, but I think because you saw how Barrios looked in his last fight. He looked it all right. He didn't look the best, but I feel
No,
like
he actually did his thing his last
I
fight.
yeah, but he didn't look great. And my point I'm trying to make is like I don't consider him a world class fighter. I consider him like right underneath world class fighter. I consider him, sorry to say, almost like a gatekeeper.
Well, I mean, due to certain things that have happened in circumstances in the welterweight division, um, what you call a gatekeeper might have the opportunity to sneak in and cause some wreck because of the fact that styles make fights and there's like a flux at the welterweight division right
My
now.
point
Nobody knows
exactly
who's
with
who.
Ramos. Style makes
Ramos ain't.
fights.
I don't consider Ramos is in. Ramos is a gatekeeper.
Gatekeepers,
Like that's a
gatekeepers.
that's a,
You have
a
two
bona fide
gatekeepers fighting
certified.
each other.
So yeah. Um. I like I said, it was better than it was supposed to be. Um. It was supposed to be fun for a little bit, and then Mario was supposed to get the K. Like that's what I look at it as, and that's what it was pretty much billed as. Um. But it still was a good fight nonetheless, bro. I mean, but it don't really have anything to do but in comparison to the co-main event, now that's something we could talk about. Now the co-main event it was a fight for the ages on the Jake Paul card, the Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor fight. Now that was a classic, hands down. Them two girls came to play, uh, or should I say, they didn't come to play because it was really it really was Rock'em Sock'em in there. I liked both styles. Yeah, you talk about styles make fights. These two girls are made for each other. Um, they could fight. They probably could fight 10 times, and it's going to look a lot like this every single time. Um, Katie Taylor is not a big puncher, but she is a top-notch counter puncher. And not only when she counter punch with combination counter punching. Like she don't just try to throw like one and get out the way, or like, oh, that one hurts you. Try to look at her work and admire it. No, she throws two or three punches when she counter, and that did give Amanda Serrano fits. But all through the first half of the fight, just back and forth action, constant, nonstop. Um, but the power, it was like, what did you like the most? Did you like the counter punching from Katie Taylor, or did you like the aggressive combination power punching going forward with Amanda Serrano? Um, it was nonstop all action. Like these girls were almost throwing like 200 punches at each other in a round. Like they was averaging like 60, 70 punches at least per round. These 2 minute rounds, these ain't 3 minute rounds, mind you. So it was just nonstop action. They did their thing in there, man. It was so fucking great. The first those two fights are like two of the best, maybe 50 fights in the last 10 years in boxing. Those are two really, 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 really good fucking fights.
My
Um,
bad. My phone overheated, so I had to just turn off my camera. Just talking about temperature is too hot. But
ooh.
yeah. But what you was elaborating on just now?
I was talking about the Katie Taylor fight. Um, Basically, just talking about how it all depends on what you like in regards to judging the fight. I feel like uh, Katie Taylor was really doing her thing when it came to the counter punching, but she fought on the back foot the whole fight, and Amanda Serrano kept pushing forward, and she was landing combination punches and power shots. Like
I was gonna say the same thing.
the
Her
the,
power shots was there. I
the
feel like
power shots were not to say Katie Taylor didn't land her share, but the power shots, Amanda Serrano lapped her on that. Um, it's just like I cannot give the fight to Katie Taylor though. As great as it was, I can't give it to her. There's multiple reasons why I can't give it to her, and her trainer elaborated on it. Amanda Serrano's trainer elaborated on it. He said, "Look, she leading with her head. This is what she do, and she got a history. This ain't this like it's crazy when people don't want to talk about it, but it's something you can talk about because you can look at the tape and see Shouty be leading with her head. It's just what it is. She lead with her head a lot,
yeah.
and it looks intentional. And the referee caught it. That's why he took a point from her because it looks intentional. You just
If you ask me, the referee didn't do enough.
no, he didn't. He waited too long. Like really, she could have been DQ'd because I swear, like when I was watching it, she was doing it early in. She kept doing it. I mean, she
Yeah,
kept doing it.
constantly, repeatedly
It
throughout the whole
yeah,
fight.
it like if you could just
And
go back and
if
look
you
at
look
it.
at the referee, you even like see the referee looking at her like, yo. He's not even saying anything. He's giving her the eye look like, yo, I'm watching you. But he ain't doing nothing. He only took a point once. Like I was watching that fight really closely, and it's like, yes, Katie Taylor was landing her fair share. I'm not taking nothing away from her. She was landing the nice, clean shots, but at the same time, on the back end, and the Serrano was landing the cleaner shots and the more powerful shots. And when she was doing that, when Katie Taylor didn't like that, that's when she started to try to clinch, but leaning in with her head trying to clinch in.
Yeah, I mean, she did it. multiple times, bro. Like it's no question about it. I just can't give her the fight. I can't. I'm not gonna call it a robbery. I can't. Because it's such a close fight. But I don't think it's close enough to the point where I can say that Katie Taylor won that shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was that close. I think Amanda Serrano might have won by like 3 rounds. I mean, she outlanded her in like punches, like almost over 100 punches, man. She threw more. She landed more. I mean, it's just, what else do you have to do to get a W on Katie Taylor?
I just
I mean,
want to
she's
say, I just want to say one thing. I just want to say, congratulations, Amanda Serrano, because we all seen what heart you have and what a champion mentality she has. Because any other woman fighter, I don't give a shit. This is niggas. This man. There's a lot of men out here who get cut like that and won't want to continue the fight. She dig deep and I mean, wow. That cut, bro. That cut is
and that cut was
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
It looked like an eye growing out of her eye with some roast beef hanging off the side of it.
Like it looked like meat loaf. I'm like, wow, like wow. Good job from the corner from trying to keep it as good as possible during the fight.
And it's crazy because like when after the cut, she headbutt her twice again, right in the cut, like directly
Yeah.
reopened it twice after she initially did the first one. It's like, what are we doing? She was leading with her head. It was bad. I mean, I think she fought a good fight, but that's not the way she did that. That wasn't it. I'm sorry. I can't say she won because I don't think she won, and not and just because of the fact that with the headbutts, but she wasn't commanding the fight. She wasn't commanding the fight. Her resistance, her punch resistance was took big shots, but you could see
Who
who
was
the
controlling the fight?
punches were hurting the most when they landed. You could see it.
Listen,
Katie, Katie
besides the
Taylor
head
reacted way
clap,
different.
besides
You could
the
see it.
gash that she has on her eyebrow, you see who face looks really more beaten up.
They both took their fair share, like I said, but I'm not gonna I can't give Katie Taylor the W because she wasn't active enough. Not and then if she was active enough, Amanda upped her on it. Everything that she did, Amanda had an answer for it. She never had an answer for Amanda Serrano's counter punching. The only thing she could do was hold on and headbutt. That was her response. It wasn't in her boxing game. Her response was to clinch and headbutt. That's my opinion. That's what I seen. Like all she did was she clinched so much. She initiated so many clinches. She could have been DQ'd. She could have been DQ'd. That's how I feel. Like she could have been DQ'd.
Yeah, I agree with you. She definitely could have been DQ on the bank, and she wasn't DQ. She won. Do you think this can happen a third time?
Say that again.
Will you want to see this a third time?
Look, man, they can fight 10 times. I'm here.
Do you think will happen again?
Um, I think it'll be the same type of fight. I do. The only thing that I think about is that Katie Taylor, I gotta give her props because she's been she dealing with injuries and she's had issues off and on, like injuries and shit. Amanda Serrano been finding a way to like stay away from that shit other than this eye shit. Like she's been having recent little issues with these eyes. And the other thing is that neither one of these girls are young. Um, I just wonder like maybe one more. Why not do it again one more time? I mean, they really don't have nothing else to prove. I think they both did this to prove something to each other. Um, But I think Katie Taylor knows and Amanda Serrano, they both know like what else are we gonna do? What else are we gonna do? We're perfectly made for each other. We could do this another time, maybe even another time. People will pay for it. They'll be here for it. So I say, why not? I say, why not? Shout out to Puerto Sur. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I can't give it a W though. It was just tough. It was a close fight, but the way with the holding and the headbutting, and then you not even landing the punches, like you're not even landing fucking punches. You're not as many as her anyway. Like Amanda was way more active. She landed more. Like, what are we talking about? And if we're gonna talk about,
We've seen the copy box numbers too, and it was wild.
and if we're gonna talk about like the power punching, like, cause landing more punches don't mean everything in a fight. Because if you just landing like jabs and shots that ain't really changing the pace or the dictating the way the fight's going, then you, I mean, what are we doing? But if somebody is landing power shots, throwing with conviction, landing and actually showing effects of what is happening to you when you getting hit with these shots, then I'm going with the power shots all day, every day. She landed the better shot. Like plain and simple. I feel like it wasn't a unanimous decision. Like I don't understand what those judges were looking at. It wasn't unanimous. It wasn't. She didn't just win that shit by 2 points. Like I just can't see how.
It's kind of hard to see what the judge was looking at myself too, because I watched the fight 3 times, and the 3 times I watched the fight, did not give it to Katie Taylor. The first time I watched it, I gave it to Amanda Serrano. I gave it to her by 2 points. The second time I watched it, I had it as a draw, and then the third time I watched it, I'm like, nah, man. Katie Taylor she just controlled the fight. Like she's punching in between Katie Taylor's punches, and not only that she's punching through it. Like Katie Taylor may be getting 1 or 2 punches in, but Amanda Serrano's coming back with combinations, and then not that only combination, it's accuracy, and she's changing the pace of the fight. So it's hard to say she won.
Yeah, man. I can't. Like great fight, classic fight. One we'll remember. Um, Shout out to the women. Shout out to the ladies because y'all put on. That was fucking awesome fight, and I hope they do it again soon, man. Let's put it like this: this was a main event. Um, this would have been a main. This is a main event anywhere else in the world.
It
This is a
technically
main.
was the main event. Technically, it was the main event. It was supposed to be the main event. They set it up to be the main event.
No, it was the main event for something else. It was going to be the main event for the in Ireland. She was supposed to fight her over there. And they were supposed to have like 50,000 in the building. So it's not like you know what I'm saying. Like these girls legit. They would have packed the house just like that anyway. Um,
Ain't no doubt about it.
I don't know so much
Anywhere they
maybe
go,
here
they
in
would pull
America.
off.
I don't know so much maybe here in America, but that 50,000 over in Ireland was guaranteed if they would have fought. That was that was guaranteed. They'd have 50,000 plus in the building. And here they definitely would get at least 20 because they put 20 in Madison Square Garden. So they could probably get 25, 30 or more here in the States, which is still a big ass deal. But regardless, they would have packed the house, big house anyway. Them girls got star power. They tough and they can fight. It's not novelty shit, y'all. When y'all think about women's boxing, like a lot of them women are really fucking nice. And I tell you, I put a lot of them are really fucking nice. Like
A lot of these women will not could do it on their ass.
telling you, like Clarissa
Straight.
Shields and like what's her name? Fondora's sister.
Ooh.
She fucking nice as shit, boy. That girl sharp, boy.
have you seen that one video that Clarissa Shields said something about, how all these man fighters, it's like these men fighters will be calling out all these shit talking about this fighter and this fighter. It's like yo, if this guy is calling you out, they're referring to Jake Paul. She's saying if Jake Paul is calling you out, Canelo, why don't you just take his offer and just whoop his ass? Because you know you can. Just whoop his ass and easy payday. It's like some of these guys be talking hella shit, and it's like she says a lot of these women fighters, they talk shit, but they be getting in the ring to be fighting these motherfuckers.
Well, man, I'm on the fence with that. I'm on both sides of the fence with that because I just how I look at it. Like Jake Paul from the rip is my opinion. Like if you boxing, you out here right now, you're trying to figure out a way to get your name blown up. Basically, you low key clout chasing. It's like uh, you want everybody to look at you as to be a bigger boxer than what you really are, right? So calling out big names like Canelo in the boxing game, that shit ain't gonna fly with nobody for real. That's why ain't nobody knocked him out yet because they see what the game he's trying to play, and then it's like a lose lose. Like, what if you do go in there and fight him, and he clip you, and he either clip you, he don't win, but let's say he clip you, he drop you. Like, you know how that shit gonna look to the optics for somebody like that. So it's almost like a lose lose. Like you trying to get clout off of me, and you want me to come out there and fight you, and I'll beat you, but it's like I don't really get anything from it. I
You
beat you,
want
they
him
gonna be
to
like,
win
why
money.
they I beat you, they gonna be like, why was you even there in the first place? You knew that was gonna happen. Why was you even there? And if you get hit with something, or if you actually lose, then it's like the end of your everything. It just ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. Like
Well,
you know you can
at the
do
end
it,
of the day, even if Jake Paul loses his boxing career, he still has his promoting shit. He has that.
but what about I mean, I get
It's
what
more
you're saying.
risky
I'm
for
talking
it's
about
more risky for Canelo if Canelo was to lose to Jake Paul.
that's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, so why do that? Why would Canelo do that? Why would anybody do that? That's in the game. That's a big name. Like, why do that? Like, I feel like the
Canelo
only
go in
people that
there,
really,
Canelo go in there, fuck around, lose to Jake Paul. Damn.
man, he
So,
wouldn't lose to no fucking Jake Paul.
so fight
The only
fight.
thing is that damn Jake Paul is a fucking heavyweight right now. Jake Paul's a heavyweight, and even though I still think Canelo will whoop his ass, even if they fought right now, but he's still a heavyweight. It's a lot of complicated shit that go into him fighting any of these guys. But the thing is, I don't hear him saying nothing to nobody at the heavy in the heavyweight division. Nothing. Nobody. I don't hear him calling out none of them dudes. All I hear him calling out is washed up old people and people that don't box. Like and the guys that he do box, a couple of them MMA guys that you'd have fought would have beat them. A couple of guys you fought that fought MMA would have beat a couple of the pro boxers that you'd have fought. That bare knuckle shit? Are you kidding me? You outweighed that dude by like 100 pounds. He just, it's just, I don't know what to really say. I get what she's saying, but I don't, but I understand why they don't. I understand why they don't
So
because it's like he makes a whole lot of money. Jake Paul might make even more money than the guy he fight. Jake Paul might make more money than any of them boxers that come over to fight him.
oh yeah, like he made more money than Mike Tyson.
But my whole point is this. My whole point. Like, don't nobody want to fucking fight this dude. He gonna make more money than me. He clout chasing, trying to get all big and boxing off my name. This dude, like Canelo, could look, man. I've been boxing since I was 9. You fucking bitch. Like, it's a lot of these dudes that look at him like, fuck you. You clout chasing, cause we've been here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Salute, salute. What's going on?
Salute, salute. Thank you for watching. But yeah, so like that's why I'm like, yo, man, fuck that. He, why fight him? Like that's what the bigger name guys probably thinking. Like I haven't like if it was like that, I have not really heard on the professional boxing side. Now I've heard guys say shit like, "Yeah, I'll fight him," but I ain't don't hear nobody calling him out. And the reason why they don't call him out because that's not who you call out. Like he's supposed to be calling him out. Like this dickhead say Canelo need him. No, he don't. So yeah, man. Which leads us to the fact that like with his fight, this guy gets in the main event in that card was Jake Paul versus Iron Mike Tyson. First of all, it's crazy as fuck that they made that shit a pro fight and it's 2 minute rounds. Like that's real wild, real gnarly work right there. Like I just don't get that. But anyway, so you it's still a fight. Um the first round, it actually Mike Tyson actually might have won the first round. Um Jake Paul didn't do much. Mike Tyson hit him with a couple jabs, I think, some good strong jabs, and got out of the way a couple of Jake Paul's punches. But after that, Mike didn't do much. Um, I don't want like I hate to say the whole age thing come into play, but I don't think Mike was all the way 100. Anyway, I don't think he was 100%. I don't think he's 100%.
No, you know it's crazy. I even see him. I see a couple videos while I was going back. I seen the knee brace, even a couple of videos in training camp. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, with Jake Paul, it's a sideshow, but I want to try to give it. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because of just having different eyes on boxing. Like I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm done with his career as a boxer.
Yeah,
I'm
for
done
I,
with it.
I agree with you. Like it's done. Like what
I'm
I,
d-
I
like,
promote him as a promoter. He's a great promoter for boxing.
yeah. What are we
But
doing
that
here?
is
Like,
like
where are we
that.
going with this shit? But the fighting, what are we doing? Because you fought Mike, and I feel like if Mike was the Mike that fought Roy Jones back in 2020, he would have probably gave him a better fight. He probably would have gave him a better fight, you know. But this ain't the same guy. He was hurt clearly. That leg work, the leg movement, that knee brace, he couldn't move in there. He
Man,
still had the lateral movement. He could still move his head, like his head work. He was moving the shoulders. He got out of the way a lot of punches. I don't want
yeah,
to.
but the foot wasn't there. Like the
No, it
footwork
wasn't.
from when he was fighting Roy Jones looked way better than when he was fighting Jake Paul.
Now I know
Way
4 years is a lot of time for a 54 to a 58, but that is a real dramatic turn, especially for somebody that stays in shape to the best of their abilities, kind of, you know.
like
And
he said that fix was in. Boy, I be
I mean,
telling you, man, I be feeling some
see,
type of way sometimes.
the fix was in, but I don't want to say it's the kind of fix that would that to really make it look like Mike had a chance, though, bro. Like that's just how I look at it. You know, like I just look at it like he didn't do like Mike Tyson wasn't winning that fight. That's how I'm looking at it.
Mike Tyson
The
didn't
way
even
he
pull the
looked.
trigger. He didn't really pull the
Yeah,
trigger.
yeah. Jake.
He just got out of the way of a lot of the punches, and then same thing with Jake Paul. He didn't even look good in this fight neither. So it's like, come on, like I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Jake Paul could have tried to put more work on and maybe hurt Tyson or whatever, but I didn't want to see it. I didn't think he wanted to do it himself.
Man, stop the cap. That's cap. I was watching that fight too, bro. And I'm telling you, Jake Paul was gassed like a
He was
motherfucker. He
definitely
was
gassed.
gassed. Look, he
He was
was
definitely
tired as hell
gassed.
early. I'm talking about like the third round. He was tired. He was tired. And it's like the third round, bro. He was
Boy,
huffing and puffing. Because look, because like I told you, when we were talking off cam, Jake Paul don't have a weight class. So with
He's always
The fact that Jake Paul don't have a weight class, right? That he will fight whatever is like close enough to somebody that he want to fight, and he get to that weight class. Basically, if it's like 190, like the cruiserweightish, floating around in that area like that, he'll do it, right? But he's like he bounces up and down, so it's like I know his stamina ain't right. He just started doing this not too long ago. Like he's gonna have stamina issues as a boxer going forward. That's why I'd be like, yo, I would love to see this guy box 10 rounds. I want to see if he can even fucking do it. I don't even think he can fucking do it, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, facts. It's whatever he says it is. You know, you got to meet him halfway or wherever the hell crazy little weird catchweights that he want to fight at. I just truly believe that this man does not have the physical ability to box a 10-round fight. He'll be done. He'll be dead, tired of shit. And if he boxing 10 rounds with somebody that's worth a fuck,
Watch Fisher
like
and De La Hoya versus Shaq back in the day. That's how it's done.
that shit was corny as hell.
Hell yeah! What's
That
crazy?
was some goofy
I
shit.
actually stumbled across that video like a couple days ago. I didn't
That shit
watch
was
it, but I
goofy as
stumbled
hell, man.
across it.
That shit was goofy. But yeah, I mean, but like I said, I just feel like he he has peaked, and I truth like honestly, he should have knocked Mike Tyson out. He should have beat his ass, and the reason why he should have is because of the fact that if you're gonna fight, if you're gonna do this shit, and you're gonna dig up old motherfuckers, and you're gonna talk shit like you beat them when you beat them, then fucking beat them. Whoop their ass. Let us make us want to hate you more so we'll pay to see you fight. Because that's what it would have been. If he would have fucking mauled Mike Tyson, knocked him out, beat the shit out of him, we'd have hated him all weekend long. But we'd have been waiting to see him talk shit to see who we gonna fight next, and we would pay. Telling you.
It would have been like Mayweather. One
But the
day,
fact,
watch
but now,
lose.
but the fact that we don't know, but now the fact is that we see your boxing ability. You're limited in your boxing ability. Your stamina is limited. We see all the flaws in your game. As far as I'm concerned, you don't get points for not being able to knock out a 50-year-old guy on a bum leg. You don't get points for that, bro. I don't care if I Mike Tyson won the fight as far as I'm fucking concerned because you let him go 8 rounds. So you showed me that you are not ready to fight anybody for real, for real.
Talk your shit.
Like
Talk your
you ain't ready to fight nobody for real, for real. Like you not. So I'm like, what do we do with him? Like, what are we doing with this dude? Like, do we want to see him keep fighting these guys? I'll tell you what. Tell him to fight John Jones. Fight John Jones. He ain't even a boxer. He's a UFC fighter. I bet you John Jones will beat your motherfucking ass.
Man, that's what we're gonna try to push for. I'm gonna push for that shit. We're gonna make everybody push for that shit.
Yeah, why won't he fight somebody like that? Fight John Jones.
Yeah.
Fight, I don't know. Fight Alex Pereira. Let's see you do that shit. You fly like that? Like you ain't even fighting the best guy that I feel like you could fight that's coming from crossover or whatever like that. You wanna like you ain't gonna fight no real boxer. I don't think so. I just don't believe he will. Because the skills just ain't there. The skills ain't there. He'll get exposed. Yeah, look, it's it it's all fun and show. It's a lot of fun shit, but yeah, they were leaving because it was boring. Because the man with both them boys was tired as hell just looking at each other. Like, what you want me to do? Like Jake Paul is limited as a fighter, so that's why I don't want to see him no more. Right, and he can't beat anybody worth a damn,
He couldn't beat up Tommy Fury.
huh?
He couldn't beat up Tommy Fury.
He couldn't beat Tommy Fury.
Someone his own damn age.
He couldn't beat Tommy Fury. Like I I'm sorry, I don't want to see not on this scale. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with him going forward, but if he ain't fighting nobody for real, I don't want to see it at all. Like because and if you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna go back to fighting, if you're gonna fight like a regular boxer does on the come up, like you fighting the club fights to the mid level to the casinos, you know what I'm talking about. If you're gonna do that, then it shouldn't be a big deal every time you fight because those aren't big deal fights. Like you go ahead, you go to a place you fight where it's gonna be 100 people in the room. Go fight in a hotel, like a lot of these motherfucking guys do on the come up. They fight in a hotel. They'll fight in a bar, in a club. They'll go to Mexico. You and fight in a fucking literally in a bar with a ring in the middle of this bitch, and do what they and come up the right way. Everything that you do shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't be a pay per view because these kind of fights aren't that. So what are we doing with you, bro? If you can't come up the right way, then fuck you. Get on with that shit. Go ahead. You're not a real boxer. Just say you're a YouTube celebrity guy, and we'll keep you there in that box, and you just stay there. Fight old guys, fight girls. I don't know what you want to do, bro, but that shit right there that you doing right now, and especially you couldn't even knock Mike out. You trash, bro.
Gabo. Man, but look, what about that Roy Jones, that John Jones fight, man?
Oh, Bones, man, come on.
Ooh.
Oh, listen, Kudo. No, man, Jake ain't got it like that, bro. I just seen the comment, Puro. Look, Jake, you said you ain't seen him fight, and you never will. You ain't missing shit. You ain't missing shit. Cause all he do is fight stiff and old people. Like I'm telling you, if Clarissa Shields called him out, he'd want to fight. He's a fucking bitch.
You know what's crazy? Clarissa Shield would beat his ass.
Clarissa Shields might piece his ass up.
Clarissa Shield would beat his ass. How, yo, that's what's funny. Oh, you know what's funny? Man, Serrano would beat his ass.
No, she ain't big enough. But Clarissa might actually be big enough.
Her heavyweight ass, hell yeah.
Yeah, she might actually
Beat
be
his
big enough
ass
to
up,
fucking be.
little
You fucking trash. I'm telling you. I'm sorry, bro. Like, and I wanted to believe in it. Like I wanted to. Because there's been times when I've seen him, I'm like, there's certain things that he does that he actually it's not terrible. Like it's okay. You might be able to get by and win some fights with some of the things that he do. But now the more I look at it, nah, man, they ain't got it like that.
Yo, it's almost like it's like Mayweather. It's like, yo, this nigga this dude is actually trying to rob us in broad daylight.
No, he had already did it. Now look, I'm not gonna take away the MVP promotions. They've done some good things.
Oh yes, yes.
They've done some weird things too, but I'm willing to overlook those things. Uh, Jake Paul, but as a boxer, I just can't. I'm sorry, bro. Like, there's no further we can really go with it because, like I said, I don't hear him fight Jai Overtime. You that bad? You a bad man? Fight him. Like, fight
I like
somebody in
that.
your weight
I
class.
like that.
No, he'll get killed.
I
Like
like that. Yeah,
he won't say
exactly. I
anything. He
like
won't
that.
say anything like that.
Fight somebody who moves the needle.
He would never say anything like that. He would never say I'll fight. He wouldn't fight Zerto Ramirez. He wouldn't fight Zerto. Zerto's a cruiserweight. You wouldn't fight Zerto. Zerto key. You understand?
Fight Bivol.
Key. No, B-boy, what he key. You understand? Die, bro. He key.
Bivol, kill.
He key you, bro. You won't stand a chance, dog. You'll be gone in 3. Roberto Ramirez will knock you. You understand?
I want him to fail. Sorry, not sorry. Not with world champs. Don't make it. Yo.
This is what I'm look. I feel that 100%. Like, yo, you got boxing champions out here barely it can't crack $1 million for a championship fight. But this weirdo steps in the ring and fights a bare knuckle champion who probably he outweighed by like 60 fucking pounds and he made fucking millions of dollars. For what? What did he do? What did he do? It's just crazy. Like he is a manipulator to the fullest. You talking about robberies with no mask? He does a very good job at this. Yes, he does. He's been hitting us upside the head with this whole YouTube boxer shit for the last couple of
Hey,
years.
granted, this is for free thanks to Netflix. And
Well, it ain't
I just
free.
want to shout out. I just want to shout out with Netflix production. The production was great. Just one thing, the the streaming, how it was lagging with everybody. That's one thing. But other than that, everything was cool. Everything was crisp.
Shit was pretty
I love the
dramatic
I
though
love
at
the
times.
commentary. I love how everything was filled in. We didn't have no dry spots. It wasn't like a lot of these promotion production where you get a commercial and you're just sitting on a freaking repeated time loop, looking at a freaking same thing for about a good 5 minutes, and then it come back and it's like, oh, what did I miss? Oh, nothing, I guess. Ain't shit. Same shit with the fans. I mean, like they be over there just waiting, going like, but they actually filled it in. Like I like that they was having their fans entertained all over
Yep.
on the platform and in the arena. There was gold.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I did think it was kind of funny some of the things that was happening. Like you had Cedric the Entertainer, like he had on like this hat. I don't know. It looked like a beehive with like diamonds in it.
I know exactly.
Like
Yo,
I
that was
like
wow, wow.
like his outfit was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, how did Cedric the Entertainer even get here? Like I see why you get Rosie Perez because Rosie Perez is she loved women's boxing. She just loved boxing. Period. Like she a New York boxing figurehead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get having her, and then you want to add some spice. You got a man of Serrano and them on there, so you want to have some spice. You want to add some flavor to the commentary. So I get having her. I don't know why I said it was there. Um, and yeah, and it's not free. The Netflix shit, we all know that it ain't free. We all got to pay for Netflix when we watch it, so it
Not
ain't
me.
free. Why not you? Whose password you done stole?
My service provider pays for it. It's a thank you that I pay a high bill.
No, you still pay for it. Man. You still pay for it, bro. You do.
I know. Even though it says free, you still pay for it. The same way how they hit you upside the head when they say, "Oh, you get this free phone cap." They do a little credit check. They say, "Hey, you approved this much." Like, damn.
No, and
Yo,
listen,
so
ain't
damn.
nothing free because you talking, you making it too hard. There ain't nothing free if they not putting it in your hand and you ain't got to give nothing back for it. Ain't
Exactly.
nothing free. If it ain't somebody walking up to you and say, "Hey, man, here's some Netflix
Photo
for you.
so
Here's
photo
some
so
Netflix for
bad.
you." Like, no, they're not doing that. It's not.
Photo
That's not happening.
Photo so say, yo, I had to pay for Netflix to watch that man Serrano fight shoe shield. Oh shit. I bet it was fucking up for you too, wasn't it? Damn, man. But nah, it was a nice class fight, man. Man, like I said, but then kudos to these women. They put out a performance. I can't really give too much credit to Jake Paul. Just the MVP promotion he put on was good. Also, shout out to Barrios as well. And shout out to this motherfucking Goyat. Like, this fucking clown.
Come on, man, don't do that. Don't call him a clown.
I
All
call him
right,
because
it's
well, the
just
reason I
there.
call him
It's just
a clown,
different.
why I say
But
why
that's
I call
more of the shit. Like this.
listen,
This is one of.
when I call him a clown, I mean it like this shit what he was doing. He was clowning around and was winning. He was put goofing around. He was doing Roy Jones shit. Like he was being goofy and he was beating this dude ass, and this dude should have really whooped his ass and he didn't. And Goya just put on a performance for everyone who's out there.
Well, you had more invested in that fight than me, my good brother. 'Cause that shit was really, really light. You had like you had the Brazilian version of Jake Paul trying to be Jake Paul, like and failing, and it wasn't cool. Like it wasn't fly. Like it was all right at the moment, just watching it, but now like reflecting, like yo, that was trash. Now the two fights in the card, the Ramos Barrios fight, great fight. That was a great fight. And the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, they're gonna be talking about that for a long time. Like that's so I will give. I can't but the Mike Tyson, I'm tired of that. Like the Jake Paul, like I just don't want to do this no more. With him. Like, we're not doing this. And then Mike Tyson said after the fight that he might fight again. For what? Like what? And but then again, if it's exhibition and you can get money and you ain't gonna get hurt, why not? Like why not?
Make him fight Holyfield.
Now Holyfield is not there anymore. I don't want to care what nobody say, man.
Man,
Holyfield
listen,
ain't there no more.
I'm gonna make you think different. He was good at
Look,
at conferences and all that stuff. Interviews, he was good. It was just that he couldn't hear. He had the headphones in, and that's all it was, man. Don't. That's all it was.
no,
That's
no,
all it was.
no.
But now let's go. We're gonna drop off. We're gonna drop off the topic. We're gonna be like, at least make him fight Lennox Lewis. That'll be a decent fight exhibition.
Look, man, if James Tony and Razor Ruddock can fight in a fight, then Mike Tyson can still fight in a fight. I mean, it's got to be right, and that just wasn't it. Like that's just not that whole setup wasn't it. And if it was set up, then if it was set up, then it was a shitty setup. Let's see the zone. Uh, the Zerto fight. Yeah, they didn't promote that very well. Like they really did. Um,
Nah, they didn't
a
promote it
lot.
well.
No, they did not promote that well. It was just like I caught it like on the side, like on the whim. Like I had realized that I had went on Boxing Rec and just caught that it was coming on. Like, oh shit. But I knew it was like a Latino that was supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah, it was. It was supposed to be like an all Latin card.
Yeah, that's pretty well, yeah, all the big yeah, it was pretty much. So it's
Yeah,
like
it
it
was
was supposed to be
a
this big
card.
deal and it didn't really they didn't promote it like they should have. Some of the fights on there were pretty good.
I didn't get to see the Zoro fight, so I'm kind of upset with that.
No, that was a ride. That was a good fight. I swear, like Zerto and PBS had the CBS, I mean, had to come in there as heavyweights. Like them boys looked easily over 220. Like they looked, I don't know what they weighed on the scale, but they looked over 200 pounds easily in that fight. Two giants, bro, going at it. I like Zerto at cruiser. I do. I think this might be where he might even be able to go up further, you know. But I like Zerto at cruiserweight, like his size and everything like that. He can carry the weight. You remember he started at 168, and he's still out there doing it. And he moved up. He was solid at 175, but I think cruiserweight he just looked the most comfortable, big shots, and the 168 in him showed like just because he's a little bit more agile than some of these cruiserweight guys. Right? He's tall enough and got the size. He's tall enough to put the weight on and try to make it adapt and make it work. But he also took the agility at 168 that he had. Some of it, not all of it. He lost a little bit, but some of it, and he took it up the cruiser. and he is doing his numbers. That fight was a good fight yesterday, and it should have got more looks, but I don't know. I think they might have been not trying to push it because I don't know, maybe not trying to really go crazy about because of the whole Jake Paul thing and not trying to go too much going up against that real crazy. I don't know. Yes, Zerto looked good, man. He was sharp. He looked real good. I like him at cruiser. That's a thumbs up for me all day. And if he's going to be there, and if the Saudis are going to push that, and I would love if the Saudis talking all this shit like they want to talk, they want to bring the cruiserweight division like to the forefront. I'm here for that too. Why not? They always talk about how the cruiserweight division is like the most like non-talked about division. If they gonna get some exposure, then that's cool. And if Zerto is gonna be one of the guys that could be like the focal point of the division, then the future's bright, man, for the cruiserweights. If they got somebody like him up there, they got good fighters in the cruiserweight division. Like it ain't just him there. Like you got Overtime, a bunch of them guys there. It's some good fighters there. So that was a good thing. This was a good weekend for boxing, in my opinion.
Yup, it was good boxing.
It was a good weekend for boxing. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, they did like what they did. I won't let it take away from the moment. And I like the moment. Um, the moment was great. Uh, I love fights at Dallas Stadium. Um, yeah, Porto, I hear you on that, bro. Yeah, Bill Smith can take a punch because he was getting cracked up. He was getting cracked. What's this you say about Usyk? I don't know, man. But yeah, the cruiserweight division is solid, man. They got guys there. So and Zerto is definitely one of the top guys out there in that division for sure. So I want to see what they do with that more in that division. If the Saudis serious, but Jake Paul ain't serious. Say that. Tell you ain't serious, Jake Paul.
He ain't trying to do
Jake
anything.
Paul. Jake Paul taking a lot of people to the bank.
He's just trying to be a bank robber.
No, trying. He is a successful. He's John fucking Dillinger. The hell? He's he's Clyde fucking Barrow, man. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Like straight up. Like that dude right there is a savage. I gotta give him his props. His business savvy and acumen is top notch. I just don't like the way he's doing it. If he was a better boxer, it'd be cool. For real. If he was a better boxer, this would be cool. I wouldn't even be mad at it. I actually would applaud it. I'm like, yo, a dude that just never boxed at all, didn't even try it, and then 3 years later, he actually like fighting people that's got a pulse that can win. Then I would be here for this dude. But I cannot be here for this dude. He not even nice like that. He ain't even nice like that.
So what will you rate his performance?
Jake Paul's
Yeah,
on a scale of 1 to 10, I give him a 4
before.
because he did hit Mike with a couple of good shots, but it wasn't enough. Mike wasn't hurt. Man, he never hurt Mike. And you could say he didn't try, but I don't believe he could. Like y'all, like people trying to say just because Mike's 58, like oh, so every 58-year-old in this whole planet, if you hit them, they just gonna fold up and die. No, this dude has been trained for most of his life. He is in solid shape for a guy his age. I just think there's wear and tear on the body. Like he just been through a lot of shit. He took a lot of dope. You know him and trying to bounce back and shit like that. He was fucking having ulcers and all that fly shit. That's why they didn't have the fight in July. Like he was pissing and shit and blood and all that old fly shit or whatever they talk about.
His knee was all fucked up. He was walking around on a cane not too long ago, man. We seen that shit. He had a whole cane. Like like I said, just because he was fighting, just because he's 58, he was an old 58. Mike is an old 58. People may not think that, but he's an old 58.
Sorry for Mike. Sorry for Mike.
I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him.
Mike should have. I mean, Jake Paul
I
really
actually
should
wanted to get him to get his ass whooped more. I'm serious. I tell you straight up.
have his ass knocked out. Fuck around, try to fuck around.
Because I truly believe in FAFO. I believe in FAFO. Fuck around and find out. I believe in FAFO. And if he wanted to get in the ring with somebody 30 years younger than him and think it was sweet, and you was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him," and you don't, then that's what this shit. I was actually hoping he got beat up more. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I see so many people out here talking about, "Oh man, I ain't want to see Mike go out like that." Why not? He signed the contract. Why you ain't want to see him go out like that? This will kill me. All y'all motherfuckers do is watch boxing to see people get their heads spun off their shoulders and people flying out the goddamn ring and people sleeping on the canvas looking up at lights, sleep with their eyes open and shit. This is what y'all pay for. Y'all pay top dollar for that shit. But then when a dude think that he can actually go in there and do this shit, you don't play boxing, bro. That's what we always say that you don't play boxing. It's a sport, but you don't play it. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll go in there, and I'm gonna beat him. You gonna fight Jake Paul, he's 30 years younger than you. You gonna go in there say you're gonna beat his ass, and then you get your ass whooped. Then oh well, nigga, you signed the contract, you got paid. Fuck out of here, man. Don't feel sorry for that dude. If he was feeling sorry for himself, he should have never signed up for it. It's up to the referee. It's up to the referee to show mercy on the fighter, not the fighter. Jake Paul a weirdo.
Now let me ask you this: Do you think Mike Jake Paul will ever fight somebody for real?
No, no. Um, he's not giving me any. He's not showing me that he's trying to do that. You know what? You know what I think about? What's his name? Ollie Walsh. Ollie Walsh could be doing the dumb shit that Jake Paul doing, but he wants to do it the right way. Yeah, they talk a little stuff, and they promote his fights and everything, and he got a following, and people come see him, but he's doing it the right way. Every time he fight, it's not a big deal. It's not a spectacle. He'll fight on the lower level. He'll fight on the Chitlin circuit. He'll do what he can to prove that he's for real without the extra shit. I think he even said that Jake Paul and them even came at him for a fight. And he turned it down because he's like, that's not how I want to go about business. So if Jake Paul was really real about boxing, he would go about it the same way that Nico Ali Walsh goes about it. But he don't. And so it's clout chasing to the fullest form. Nico could use his name to get bigger fights and get big money. Or he could do this whole YouTube shit. Right? He could do the YouTube beating up YouTubers and everything. He got a big enough name to do that. But he said, yo, I'm trying to do this for the legacy of my name and my family. I want to do it the right way. If I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna do it the right way. I don't want to do it the clown circus way. That's how Jake Paul doing it. And that's why I respect it. And like I said, if you was a nicer boxer, it would be a little bit cooler. But the fact that you ass and you couldn't knock out Mike Tyson, you couldn't even hurt Mike, get out of here with that. Yep, that's fact, put up for real. Like Jake Paul could have went the route. Jake Paul could have went the route that Ali Walsh went. you would have a little buzz. People would be interested in seeing your fights because of your YouTube background, your social media background. But you don't. Everything don't have to be a big deal. Everything don't have to be a big deal. Pay per views, all your fights, most of them be pay per views. What the fuck? Wasn't that like that bare knuckle shit with him? It was pay per view. Like what? Oh man, it's just a money grab. That's why I don't fuck with him, and I don't think he's gonna fight nobody real. Because if he fights somebody real, he will be exposed for real. Like I said, fight Zerto, bro.
He don't want
Fight
to do that.
Zerto.
He don't want to do that. He's gonna expose his whole career. He's gonna lose. Once he loses, what he's gonna do? His freaking brand is tarnished. At least his brother is doing something that's beneficial for him.
Man, his brother do fake
He's
shit too. He wrestled. Fuck out of here.
that's
Both
the thing.
them
He
boys
actually
fake.
been fighting.
Both them boys fake. His brother don't do number wrestle.
Yeah, exactly. At least he play fighting. At least he knows he can be a real fighter and he play fighting.
And his brother was like, I'll fucking kill you, Mike. Bro, you can barely throw a punch. Like Logan Paul can't box. Like, he be boxing, he be in the ring, he have gloves on. He can't box. His brother can actually box. I ain't gonna say it's like the level of boxing, but he has the understanding of it. He knows what to do. He has some good qualities, but he won't fight nobody real, man.
Fuck him.
Yeah, man, he fucking the game up. His fights are
We're
fucking the
we're
game
we're
up.
we're actually close away from the Usyk shit. How you feel about
Oh man,
that?
well, we'll get into that at another time. But what I'll say right now is, Usyk, I want him to win. I want him to. I don't like Tyson Fury. I don't like him as a boxer. I respect him as his skill. I know he can fight, but I don't like him as a boxer. I don't like him as a person. I think he's overrated. I truly think he's just living off Wilder. And I hope Usyk just make sure that he do what he did so it wasn't a fluke. Or people keep trying to think maybe that it might have been a fluke. Man, I think it was a clear W. He almost had him knocked out. I don't I don't see how you can call anything like that a fluke. Um, there's people out here that try to say that he might not have won and shit like that, or Fury's gonna come back and not play around and all this other stuff like that. Look, man, I just hope Usyk win again. And then Fury can go fight Anthony Joshua, so it could be the battle of the losers. Like, go ahead. Y'all do y'all numbers.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'm just gonna sit back and wait till the fight happens and see what happens from here. I don't like Fury because he acts like he really fucks with you, but he really don't. He only gives a fuck about his family and the people around him.
I don't know personally. I just know I don't like shit he say.
It's like he be he the smart remarks he makes you a second think. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, he said a lot of bigoted, racist shit too.
That's
Like,
what I'm referring to.
yeah, like don't refer to it. Say it. Tyson Fury say a lot of fucking prejudiced, bigoted, racist shit, and it's crazy coming from him when a lot of people think things about his peoples. Like on the grand scales, a lot of people that look at his fucking peoples talk shit. Like he just give me like he just give me real shitty vibes. Like he's just a creep. And and then now the more and more I look at his boxing, he can box, but I don't put this dude where everybody put this dude. I just can't do it. I can't put him where people put him at. I think he's
He
nice
has
and he might
skill.
be one.
He got skills, but he's not where
Yeah.
people.
No.
He's
We can
overrated.
question. Yeah, we can definitely talk. We talk about overrated. We can talk about it with him. I truly believe that he's overrated. He's overrated. Like the only real fighter he's beaten, like for real. I mean, he beat Vlad, but it was the way he beat Vlad. I never will give him props for it. And he beat Wilder, who was limited. Good, solid little champ. He was a good, solid champion, but he was limited.
He was supposed to
That's
beat.
why.
If you ask me, he was supposed to beat Wilder.
Yeah,
He was supposed to beat his ass. Ain't no question about that shit.
like because he's too limited, too easy to figure out. Somebody with the pedigree of Fury should be able to figure guys out like Wilder within like 5 or 6 rounds.
Yep. Here you go.
Too limited. So I just want Usyk to win, man. Get Fury the fuck out of here. Fuck that. Man. Get your racist ass out of here.
I wouldn't mind seeing motherfucking the winner of this. Well, you can't really do that because it wouldn't make sense. Well, yeah, fuck it, Dubois. What, right? You wouldn't want to see the winner fight Dubois?
um, I mean, why not? I think Dubois might be fighter of the year, so I mean that's got to count for something, right?
Hell yeah.
I I have him as fighter of the year. I think he earned his stripes. He did his thing this year. Um, I like a Dubois, maybe, but I think it's not right though. I think it's not fair. I think that he should fight Joseph Parker first. I think Dubois should fight Joseph Parker.
Okay, you Joseph Parker earned his ribbon too.
That's what I'm saying. And he's been on the outside looking in, and especially like the way that Zhang did Wilder, it makes Joseph Parker look even better. Like, because like I beat both of them, and then Zhang did him like that. That made me look even better. Like, because I beat both of them, so like I should be in line. So I feel like Dubois got the title now. He should fight Joseph Parker. Why not do that while you waiting to figure out what the smoke gonna clear? Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Um, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury gonna probably fight regardless of what happened with any of this shit.
Oh yeah, that's money regardless.
And that might and like if Fury beats Usyk, then Dubois gonna get left out because that's gonna be the fight Fury gonna go for. Like that'll be the fight. If he beats Usyk, he ain't gonna want to try to fight Usyk a third time. He gonna be running to try to fight AJ. That's gonna be the biggest fight that he could make with the cash. And he probably feel like he could beat AJ because he can see AJ get knocked out so many times. Like I really truly believe that your Fury feel like he could beat AJ.
Whoop his ass.
So I don't know, man. I still like that fight. And I like that fight though. But I like the Dubois Parker, and then whoever win that should be sitting there waiting for whoever is the unified champ. And then y'all are fighting for undisputed.
I'm not
because
mad at it because right now
if
keeps the
Dubois
heavyweight
just sit
division
there and
moving.
wait,
Exactly, it keeps you active and it keeps the heavyweight division moving.
yeah, exactly. Because if you just sit and wait, then I'm telling you, them boys are gonna fight each other because the guys at the top of the division, when they fight each other, the money's flowing. So they'll duck you to fight one of them. Like they'll be like, "Oh, Dubois, no, I'm good." AJ, you want me to fight AJ? Cool. You want me to fight Fury, Usyk? Cool. These are the money makers, the big money fights.
Anything in between, nah, we ain't talking about that.
Like I'll be like, no, I'll wait for you until I have to fight you. So
Well, that's the big fights. That's the only one that makes sense. Money fights. Um, I would like to see fucking Charlo come back and do something. Charlo's just been too quiet. He's just
man,
been
he's dealing
strictly
with a lot.
punching.
He's dealing with a lot.
Like what? What do you mean he's dealing with a lot?
Legal issues, stuff like that, family issues.
Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, wasn't it some things was coming up with the family shit back then, or more recent shit? You hear me?
Yeah, he's been dealing with some things.
Mm. It would be good to see him back in the mix, trying to shake some things up, because the division been kind of
What the 154?
yeah, it's kind of eh.
Well, look, man, I don't know what's up with neither one of them guys. I don't know what they want to do. I don't know if they even want to fight anymore. Keep it real. They're weird to me.
They ain't trying. I don't think that they're into the great.
No, I just think they comfortable. Think they made a lot of money and don't really care like that. That's just how I feel. Some guys got talent, but they just don't want to do it. They got the talent and opportunity, man. They don't know how lucky these dudes be, man. It's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, man. But it was a great weekend for boxing. It was great, and at the same time, we had a
Been a great week. It's just been crazy how boxing started on a Friday, and then we had fights on a Saturday. Let off the final event as UFC. John Jones is crazy. So much, so much happened, and what today we just watched the football games and everything like that. We finally get to see the Chiefs lose against the Bills. We kind of figured that was going to happen. We all knew that was in the back of our minds. Like they're going to take an L today. This is going to be their first L.
yeah, man. The Chiefs are, I mean, they're a good team in regards to staying in the game and winning when it counts the most. But I just they just look like they can be had. Like they look like they can be had because like when you got games like that, a play here, a play there, changes dictates everything. But what happens when you don't get that play? What happens when you don't get that play? It happened today when the Bills went for it on 4th and 2. And
Was it the two or the field goal?
they went for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking a field goal. And Josh Allen ran that shit in for like 30 yards. It's like that if they stop him, normally if they go for it on 4th and 2, they stop him. And then Patrick Mahomes comes down the field goal or touchdown game winners, and you go home and you hurt and you looking sick in the face. That's normally what happens with the Chiefs. But what happens when you don't get those plays? And we saw it today. Like they have a bend but don't break type defense, and their offense is kind of like that too now. Like their offense is like it's not great, but it's not gonna fuck up a lot. They're
I
gonna
agree.
do the right things. They're gonna do the right things, and that's why they do the right things. And even if they don't score points, they know how to eat up clock. Like Patrick Mahomes will get a first down or two before they have to think about punting or kicking field goals. So that's time of possession. They eats up clock. That keeps your guys off the field. They do things like that. They do all the
They
right
were
things.
definitely doing good time utilization of the clock too. Yeah.
They do good things to stay in games. They don't dominate, but they do things good enough to stay in games. So
Shout out to the Bills tonight.
Bills did their thing.
Yeah, like they
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 won this
they,
close
they,
game
they,
tonight.
they they really did when it came down to it. Like good play calls, good judgments. Like instead of going for certain field goals, they actually went for it and try to move the needle. Like they could have kick it off and everything and give Patrick Mahomes more time, but it's like nah, you know what? We don't want this man to have time in his hand. We'd rather push for it and go for it. Less time for him and let more opportunity we can win this game. And what it was down two touchdowns if I'm not mistaken, two scores or a score, and yeah, but two scores. 32. What was the final score? 32 what?
I think it's they only won by like they won by a
30 to
touchdown,
21 and shit like that, right?
9 points, two scores.
30 to 21.
Yep. Yeah, man. We got NFL season that's cool, still going on. Plenty of that, plenty of action left to go for that.
Where do you
But I
have this
must.
football season going? Who do you think is going to be the division leaders, and who you have right now winning this?
Oh man, that's a whole nother stream, bro. That's a whole nother stream. That's a whole nother stream. That's for sure. That's definitely a whole nother stream.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Shit, we just gonna cut this live show. We've been on here an hour and a half and shit. My fucking phone been kind of tweaking. I don't know what
Mm.
the hell's going on with this goofy shit. Ain't charging really. Yeah, struggle's real. But weather been shitty over here. Been cold. Just trying to live live here and take it day by day. And soon enough, I'll be on your side of town, on that side of the coast, where it's about 75 degrees all year round. I would love it.
Mhm. Yeah, boy.
Living peacefully over there.
Well, it's peaceful chaos, man. That's what I like to call it. Because it's crazy out here in Cali. Don't get it fucked up. But when you step outside, you see what you're fighting for. It's peaceful as shit out there. Well, at least where I'm at, anyway. Can't speak for all of y'all, but where I'm at.
I don't know about peaceful so much. You be trying to come into scraps and shit.
Yeah, man. I guess we can wrap this up. I want to say that, yo, I still think that this weekend was a great weekend for boxing, despite that main event on that Mike Tyson Jake Paul card, that main fight. That
It's all
wasn't it. That
expected.
wasn't the way. But other than that, everything else on that card was cool. And we had the Zerto card, which was cool as well. We had good fights. We represented for the ladies, and we represented for the Latinos, which is all cool because it's all good. POCs, let's do our thing.
Yeah.
POCs and minorities and the ladies, it's all good. When it comes to that, I'm here for it. You know. So I love to see the ladies put on. I love to see when they try to give us the shine that we deserve. All the POCs and people of color, for those that don't understand what I'm saying. And that's all dope to me. So I think it was a great weekend for boxing.
It was a great weekend. I'm not mad. I'm happy. Enjoyed the fights. Enjoyed the time off my weekend. And back to start off the Monday strong.
Hell yeah. Back to the grind tomorrow, bro.
Everyone shouldn't be mad. Starting off their Monday, everyone should be nice and happy. Had a good weekend and everything. You know,
Unless your team lost, so you bet on Mike Tyson.
probably and probably you smash your TV or something. You know.
Man, if you bet on Mike Tyson, there was only one bet to make. I got $20 on Mike to get the win and by knockout in the first round. That's the only money you should have even thought about putting on Mike. $20. But yo, I just want to say, cuz before we out, man, everybody be safe out here in the world. Take care of you and yours. Take care of your body to the best of your abilities. Love the people that love you. You're not going to get many great people that love you in your life. Keep them close.
I agree. I can't be mad at that. And I just want to say, anyone who was watching the stream, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that fly stuff, and stay tuned for up to date updates and news posts on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that as well. Um, Other than that, I just want to say I hope everyone enjoy their Monday, enjoy your work week, and we will speak to you guys soon. Eddie and Steady. We on.
We out.